So this video blog, we're going to talk about the FMS, Functional Movement Screen, and there's about 7 movements. I'm not going to go through the whole grading scale, but basically if you have any pain anywhere with any of these movements, you would want to get that checked out by a doctor or physical therapist to help you perform better, feel better, have less pain, and prevent injury. So this first one is basically an overhead squat that we did do in another video, but what I'm going to do is hold this a little wider than shoulder width, keep my feet parallel straight ahead, and go through all the way down. And from a side view, just to show what that looks like, it should look something like this, where you can maintain everything in a nice overhead alignment. So that's the overhead squat. Then this one is just an inline hurdle. We could actually have this set up, but I'll put it at 18 inches. This should maintain still. You start with feet together, you're raising leg up, hold, and see, we're just looking for overall stability. There shouldn't be a lot of swaying, like some people really lose their balance or lean forward. It should be very level, especially through the hips and trunk. Then there's what's called the Inline Lunge, and just to keep you on track, I'm going to do this on this 5-inch wide board. And pretty much what we have is this pole that should touch head between the shoulder blades and spine. And the arm I have up, I'm actually going to lunge forward with the opposite leg, and I should maintain proper alignment while I do that. Just for the variety. It's a little bit off course, but you could do that with the same side leg of the arm that's up higher. Then we would reverse that. And what I'm doing is I'm keeping this pole against my head, shoulder blades, and sacrum bone the whole time. I'll show that from a side view. A little bit of a side view here. So as I lunge, I'm doing this in line. I'm trying to stay steady and upright the entire time, and then return. And you're just looking for stability and the ability to control that through the entire motion. So those are the first 3. Then we have one that is a Rotary Stability, and you'd be aligned here, knee and hand. You don't have to have this, by the way. And pretty much what you're trying to do is raise up the opposite arm and leg, which you can see I'm not that great at, and then be able to control that and touch throughout the entire movement. So here again, I'm touching with my knee and the inside part of the hand and my foot, and I'm raising the opposite leg and arm together, which I basically failed that test. So a better one would be diagonal, where you would raise one arm and the opposite or diagonal, and that one for me is a little more stable. And then we'd want to compare side to side to see if there's any asymmetries. One for trunk stability is basically lying flat, bringing your hands close to the head, and in one movement coming up to a push-up position. Two other ones here, more for mobility. So this one, you get on the floor, kind of use this as a vertical to the ground, perpendicular to the ground, and you're seeing with the active straight leg raise, can you bring that up to about a 90-degree angle? And the last one, you could use a stick or just your hands, make a fist. You're seeing, are you symmetrical, and can you get proper range of motion through the shoulder? Main thing is you would give yourself a 0 if there's any pain, and then there's a grading scale of 1 through 3. As you get better, you get the higher score. So once again, if you have pain, you want to get that checked out, and hopefully you learn something about mobility. Thank you.